Welcome, welcome, welcome. What y'all been waiting for is the jerk chicken from scratch. Make sure you subscribe, share with your friends, and like, and I hope you get inspired to do this at home. Let's get started. So the goal of this video is to make this Jamaican jerk seasoning hot and spicy from scratch. So what I needed was, of course, my blender. So I have my blender, and what I put inside my blender was half an onion. Yes, so it's a big onion like this, and I put half of it. So I put this entire onion inside the ingredients. Then I take my bell pepper and I cut about this much. You see how big it is, guys? This much of bell pepper. And I chop it up and add it with the onions. And then I use 2 cloves, 2 fresh garlic. So just like to see how big they are, they're not tiny, they're not baby, they're big monsters. 2 cloves of garlic. Okay, so I take these and I add them with my pepper, my bell pepper, and my onions. Then after that, I add my ginger. This is the piece of ginger I add, exactly this size. No bigger, no less. It doesn't matter what size you cut them in, guys, because remember, the blender is going to do all the work. So I have my ginger here. I peel it, I cut it up, and I add it with my peppers. You have to add the peppers, guys. So what I did, which was like a little scary because I was a big boss, I add 2 big old extravaganza scotch bonnet peppers. I think these are habanero peppers. Scotch bonnet, habanero. Make sure they're hot. I add 2 because I like spice. Make sure you add them based on how much you like. So if you don't like a lot of spice, guys, do not follow me and put 2 because you will die, okay? So I had my pepper. Finish, you add the browning sauce to the actual chicken, okay? Not in the sauce. You don't want to mess up your blender. So you put this in when you have your chicken ready, okay? There we have our peppers, garlic, ginger, onion, and green pepper. And we also added some cinnamon and nutmeg. Why do I add cinnamon and nutmeg? It just tastes good like that, you see me? Okay, anyway, what do you call it? In the bottom of it, I have some vinegar. So once again, vinegar. So ready? Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this. Of course, you know this word, guys. Release. Oh my goodness. Smells so good. So remember, chicken is already clean, okay? All I'm gonna do right now, before I pour this on top, I have to get me some dry rub. So I'm gonna put some dry rub on my chicken. All my American friends, you guys are probably like, what the fuck is dry rub? Dry rub is my Caribbean jerk seasoning. Okay, got all my dry rub. Now I gotta mix this up. And of course y'all can't see that part because I'm gonna have to use my hands after I wash them. So I gotta put this. Now I'm back, and as you can see is that the dry rub is now on the chicken, stirred in, mixed around, and it is ready for, you guessed it, the mixer. And I'm gonna stop because I think this is a little too much. So I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna mix this in, okay, guys? Again, gotta put my phone down to wash my hands. I'll be right back. But yeah, I'm gonna mix all this goodness in there. You can see the pepper. Look at the orange stuff. That's the pepper. The green one is the green pepper. the onions, the garlic. Ooh. Alright guys, I'll be back. Okay guys, so we are back from a long, well-deserved cleanup. As y'all know, I'm famous on this channel for my home decor. So, with that being said, prepping stuff is my least favorite because it has to be messy. If you're doing it right, it's gonna be messy. But the end result is the best. Okay, so first, let's start with the candle. Why is there a candle lit right now? Because this place smells like banging ass scotch bonnet pepper. And y'all know, little pepper too much going on in there. One right here. Okay, so let me. However, I add brown in to make it have a little flavor because make it have a little color because this is not very colorful. It's just green blend. This is like it. If y'all could smell this, if y'all could smell. Now it's time to put my cling wrap over my chicken. The next morning, and as you can see, I have my chicken out of the fridge. It's been sitting out for 10 minutes, okay? So make sure you let your chicken sit out for 10 minutes. So it's out for 10 minutes. Now I'm gonna put these on here, but before I do that, I must add my paper to protect, from cleaning up. Who want to clean up a lot? But right now, this is what the chicken looking like. Make sure you keep the skin on the chicken. This way, when you're jerking it or baking it in the oven, we're gonna say jerk because that's our goal today, to jerk the chicken in the oven. When you're jerking your chicken, the skin side has to be up, but y'all see that later, okay? So let's come over here to but the oven is set for 375 degrees and it's gonna preheat, okay? So once the oven is preheating, this is what we're going to do, okay? So come over here with me, my people. Again, make sure your hands are clean. When I say clean, I mean and we are back, guys. So now that we have our paper on, let me show you what it looks like. This is the paper on the bottom of the grill. This way, when whatever falls down, falls on the paper and not so much for cleaning up. Okay, guys? Remember, we're working smart, not hard, okay? So once we do that, the next step would be is for us to put these beautiful looking, smelling good, scrumptious, wow, big words. Scrumptious, wow, big words. Chicken onto the grill. So if I can see it, I'm gonna very much try to put the skin side up, okay? This is one whole chicken, or according to the package, one young chicken. Why would they call it young though? That just don't sound like it's ready. Wow, who knew that I had the perfect pieces? Because this is like, it fills up the tray just the way it's supposed to. Look at that, guys. Amazing. So, like I said, remember I told you guys I put a little too much vinegar? So because I put too much vinegar in mine, my sauce is a little loose. Too loose. So normally I would take this sauce and I will wipe it on top of this. But since my sauce is too loose, I'm going to have to use the sauce from the bottom. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys? So I know I said I was going to use this to put on top of this. But I have enough sauce on this. I'm good. I don't need it. See how loose it is? Yep. So it should have been a little bit thicker, but hey, we're fine. So now I'm going to cover these up with my aluminum foil. Make sure you put shiny side up, okay? So this is not the shiny side. This is the shiny side. So this side has to be up, okay, guys? I'll be right back. Now the chicken is all covered with aluminum foil. What we want to do is put this in the oven that's already preheated for 1 hour, okay? Ooh, that's hot. So we're gonna take her pan, which is really heavy, and I got one hand. Okay, Hercules. And we're gonna put it on the bottom tray, okay? We're gonna put it on the bottom tray, okay? It's in there. Now we are going to set timer for how long? 1 hour. You got okay, guys. So it has been 1 hour, and now it's time to check on the chicken. I'm gonna show y'all off camera because I ain't gonna kill myself. Okay, guys, so it has been 1 hour in the oven, and now it's time to check it. I had to take it out off camera because if not, I would have been calling 911 and the ambulance, and I'm not doing that. As much as I love y'all, no thank you. Are y'all ready? Wow. Wow. So for this part right here, we're just going to remove the aluminum foil. Remove them over here. And now we're going to put these back in. Okay, let's flip them, guys. Let's flip them. Oh, they're so soft and tender. Oh, my goodness. So we're flipping them. As you can see, the grill is giving them a little grill mark. So you feel like you're on the grill outside, but you're actually not. Once these are getting dried, I'm going to make my sauce on the stove to put it on top to make it nice and golden, okay? All right, back in the oven they go. Look how tender this is. Wow. It's time for me to make my gravy. So remember, the main ingredients for the gravy is the leftover sauce from the chicken before they were cooked and the leftover sauce from the chicken when they were first in the oven. So those two sauces mixed together. Remember, we're making gravy. Can't have dry chicken. For this portion is right, the same thing that I blend up is now going to be on the chicken as a top to eat, okay? So I have onions, green pepper, and hot pepper. Remember, you can put however much you want, depends on the amount of family you're cooking for. So this is your measurement. Be freestyle. Don't have to worry about how much you use for this part because this is all you. Now, to make the gravy, I'm going to use, can't believe it's not butter. Then I have to put a little bit of ketchup for sweetness and some soy sauce, okay? So over here, we have the butter already in the pot. And what we want to do is just make the butter melt. And then we're going to add our onions, green peppers, and hot pepper, okay? Butter is well melted. Now it's time to get our veggies. So remember, sweet pepper, hot pepper, and green pepper, okay? Do as much as you want or as little as you want. It depends on how much people you're cooking for. I'm cooking for me, myself, and I. But I also eat for like 10 people at once. So yeah. I'm gonna let this cook a little bit in the butter. And then in about 5 minutes, you're gonna add your sauce, okay? So now they're all cooked in with the butter. Very, very good. Now remember, this part is freestyle. Do whatever you wish. However much you want to add for green peppers, onions, this is all you. Don't go and say, Katie said only put this much. No, this is your sauce. This is when you get creative and be free, okay? So it's all ready. Butter is all nice and marinated. Now, this is the leftover sauce that we had from the chicken before it was cooked and after it's cooked. Now I'm going to pour the sauce. get everything. Put the sauce in there, and I'm gonna stir it around, and that's when I'm gonna take the temperature to high. So I'm doing between 7 and 8. So it could come to a nice boil, and then we're gonna add our soy sauce and ketchup for taste, okay? All right, now it's time to check in the chicken. Can't forget about those. Wow. All we needed was 15 minutes, and the chicken, they're nice and golden, guys. Wow, look at these. Nice and dry, just the way we want them. Perfect. So you probably asking, how long does the chicken take to cook? 1 hour and 30 minutes. First you do an hour, then you drain off the juice, then you do 15 minutes with no juice, and then you flip them over, and that's when you're gonna add the sauce and do 15 more minutes, okay? Just like that. Look how dry they are. That's what we want. Dry on the outside, juicy on the inside, okay? I'll be right back when my sauce is ready. It's nice. So my sauce is nice and bubbly, which is really, really good. That's what we want. Oh, that's the chicken. They're ready. But we want our sauce to be nice and bubbly. You see that? Good. Now, my sauce is not to the thickness that I want. Most people will use cornstarch, but I never use cornstarch in my life because I'm from Jamaica, so we go the cheap route, and we just use a little bit of flour. So I'm going to use this flour, mix it around with a little water, and then while I'm stirring, because you have to be stirring while you pour the flour. So I can't video this part, but just know I'm going to pour the flour in while I stir, okay? I'll be right back. So the flour is in. You can hear it a little bit thicker. Turn the fire down to really low, close to simmer. And then now this is when you add your ketchup. Again, this is for your taste. However you want it to taste, that's how much you add, okay? See? Nice and thick. That's what I want. I want it to be thick, so when I put it over the chicken, it give it a nice, thick coating of sauce, okay? Just like that. Nice and thick. Then after that, just for taste, because I want to. You don't have to, guys, if you don't want to. I want a little bit of soy sauce inside of my gravy. I told you guys I don't measure shit. I don't be measuring anything. Stir it around. Remember, keep it on simmer because you want it to be everything to cook in. Oh, so spicy. Keep it on simmer, and then after 5 minutes of simmering, you're gonna put it over your chicken, okay? So we'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay, guys, so the sauce is done. Turn it off. That smell is amazing. Now, because we wanted this thick goodness to be on these, we have to coat them, guys. So we're going to take the sauce brush. We're just going to brush it on top, okay? You have to do both sides. Make sure it's nice and marinated, okay? Okay guys, so this is the final result of the oven baked jerk chicken. If you guys could get a close look. Then it has the texture of jerk. It has the flavor of jerk. Of course, you know I had peas. I must say, guys, it is very, very spicy. Whew. If you're not a spice person, you might want to cut back on the pepper. You might want to just put 1 instead of 2. But this is the end result. And that's how you make Jamaican jerk in the oven. Thanks for watching and see you next time. If you want to see more cooking videos, you have to comment. You got to get your friends to subscribe. You got to just support. You have to support if you want to see more cooking, because I definitely only do home decor on this channel. But you know, if my fans request something else, then I give it to them. You can top it with whatever you want. Rice, bread. The most normal way to eat this in Jamaica would be with bread, but hard dough bread. But you know, now in Jamaica, you gotta improvise.